Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today we're going to talk about keychain tools. And the reason I like items that are on my keychain is that I often have my keys with me. So a lot of the time, when I'm out and about, I've at least got my keys on me. So even if by some chance I forget to put in my EDC pocket knife, my EDC flashlight, if I've got some tools on my keychain, whether it's a light, a pry tool, a multi-tool, it's right there with me. So we're going to look at 15 different items. We'll aim the camera down here at the tabletop and we'll talk through them. Maybe there'll be something that you're interested in, possibly adding to your everyday carry setup. As you can see, we have a huge range of items here, so rather than go into the details for everyone on the length and the weight and the cost, just click the Show More tab down below, and that'll take you to links for all these items if you want to purchase them, or also if you want to find out more details. Let's jump right in here. First one right here is the Gerber Shard, and this one is one, as you can tell from the wear on it, that I have used quite a bit, had it on my keychain. I'm relatively convinced that this was a piece of metal that fell off something they were doing in the manufacturing process on something else, and it looked sort of like this, and they said, hey, we could market that. So they cleaned it up, put some edges on it, stamped the name on it, and now you've got the Gerber Shard. I have used this thing. I have used, you can actually see there's a little wear on all the screwdrivers. So screwdriver, bottle cap opener, you do have a little pry tool, which I've used as well. Two different size screwdrivers there, and then the Phillips head down there. Cool little item, lightweight. And actually this helped get me going on YouTube because somebody picked up my video that I did on this and promoted it, and yeah, got a lot of hits and then drove a lot of traffic to the Everyday Tactical Vids channel. Let me talk about a couple different items here from Screw Pop Tools. This has a little carabiner on it, and then you untwist it, and you could put matches in there, you could put ferro rod in there, you could put pills in there, you could put some cash in there, whatever you want to do. Just a little item to, you could certainly clip it onto a keychain. You could also just clip it on your belt, so clip it onto a bag, just something to store some extra materials in or items in. There's one from Screw Pop Tools. Here's another one. This is it's basically a razor blade, and this thing has a little magnet there so the razor blade doesn't move, and this doesn't open up too easily. So you slide this out, and then you're going to lock it down based on however much of the razor blade you want exposed. And you can obviously use that to cut things, and then when you want to put it away, slide this back and lock it in. And now, because of the magnet, the blade is not moving all over the place too easily. It'll still shift a little bit, but that'll keep it from rattling the entire time. So that's a cool little item. If you don't want to carry a knife and you want to carry something like that, you can certainly do that. Those are two from Screw Pop Tool, and then here's the third one. This one is actually, you slide a Bic lighter in there, and now you've got a Bic lighter on you. And this thing actually, if you put it on a belt loop, rests nice and flat. It doesn't like jut out. So that's a nice little item as well if you want to carry a lighter on you. Those are all from Screw Pop Tool. Again, links down below. What else do we have here? We're talking about the Shard. This is what is this called? The Getaway Driver, and this is from Crkt. Comes with a little beaner here, bottle opener. You've got the driver end there. You can take that out, and you can actually put it in here if you want to get more leverage this way. And then it does come with, put this back in, it does come with 4 drivers that are all stored inside the actual item. So the way I usually do it is take this out and push it through like so. Alright, so now I got this. There's my Phillips head. You could put it in this way and use it, or you can put it in this way and use it with get a little more torque that way. And then the other thing is that you have a couple extra driver options there, as like basically a wrench, and then an oxygen keychain or oxygen tank opener or key right there. And that's pretty much it for this one. Oh yeah, I forgot. You get a little light on the back side. And it takes a basic little, like a smaller than, but similar to like a watch battery, like a coin size battery. So tiny bit of light, little LED there, but that's another option for you to consider. Look at a couple from NiteIze here. This is, you know what? I'm blanking on the name right now, so I'll put in an annotation. But you've got a couple wrenches here, and then you've got a ruler. You got a keychain, bottle cap opener. You got a little pry tool. You could also use that as a screwdriver if you had a wide flathead, or a wide screw that needed a flathead driver. And then on the back, you have a little ruler in millimeters. So certainly you could clip, put a bunch of keys in there, and then you could clip this onto a belt loop or clip it onto Molly on a pack. That's one from NiteIze. Here's the other one. I got this one, tried it, and didn't like it at all. It's not because there's anything wrong with it, just didn't suit my needs. This is their S-Beaner. They call it says the S-Beaner Ah. It's basically a bottle cap opener. And you've got a lock there and a lock there. So I was thinking I could clip this onto, you know, my belt loop and then pop that in my back pocket. Just didn't ride as flat as I wanted it to. But lots of items from NiteIze. They have lots of things for keychains and such. Let's move down this way here. This is the Leatherman Style, and this is TSA approved. So you've got a carabiner here, which again, that also can double as a bottle opener. Pair of tweezers. Open this one up. Spring-loaded pliers, which is just a major win. When I get pliers that aren't spring-loaded, that just is not super helpful for me. And then let me swing out some of these other items as well. Small pair of scissors, which I've actually found for a lot of people, having scissors on a small multi-tool or on any multi-tool is a major win. You also have a very long file, which can also be used as a screwdriver as well, a little nail nick to take that out. Not a ton of tools in this thing, but lightweight and TSA approved, so that's a plus. If you know Leatherman, they just make great products, so check them out. Gerber Clutch, I think I picked this up for 10 bucks. It was on sale from 14. This also has spring-loaded pliers in it as well. Looking to close this up, I can take out the other tools here. So a couple different items. You've got a flathead screwdriver, which you could probably use as an awl if you had to, and then a pair of tweezers right here. There's a little note that says blade right there, so just be aware of that. So you take the blade out without hurting yourself. And there's the blade, and it's actually a decent sized blade for such a small little item for the Gerber Clutch here. So there's your blade. Close that down. Go to the other side. Take these out. They are a little bit challenging to get out, but you can do it. Here we got a Phillips head and then a flathead screwdriver with also a bottle opener there, and then it says nail file, so just be aware. There's your nail file. File on one side, smooth on the other side, and a little hook there, so just be careful not to hurt yourself. Gerber Clutch, definitely a heavier keychain item to have, but you could certainly use that if you want a multi-tool on your keychain. This I actually believe is a knockoff, but Leatherman makes the exact same thing. I'm trying to remember where I got it, but Leatherman basically makes the same thing. It's got a carabiner here, it's got a little wrench there, it's got a bottle opener here, and then you could run a key ring through there if you wanted to attach your keys to it. I don't know why I think this is a knockoff, maybe because of the price. I mean, it was super cheap regardless, but I'll put a link to the real one down there because I've got a friend who has it, and he's like that one. Down at this end, this is the Crkt Curt. It does come with this big ring. It's supposed to have a little rubber covering to cover this because there's a strap cutter in there, but that thing just fell off, so be aware of that. But you've got a strap cutter, oxygen wrench, and look, you could use this as a prying item, but it's not really, there's no cant to it, there's no bend to it. You can use that as a flathead screwdriver, and then you've got a little wrench there as well. And I don't know if I mentioned this already, but it does come with that massive key ring, so very large, very large. Next up, we've got a Swiss Army knife, and let me just take all the tools out just to show you at once. This is a great little option. Doesn't have a ton of things included, but I'll just pull these out a little bit. Toothpick, tweezers, small pair of scissors, blade, and a file. You could certainly use the end of the file as a screwdriver as well. Fold these out of the way, fold this out of the way. And very lightweight. I mean, notably lighter than the Clutch, and definitely notably lighter than even the Leatherman Style PS there. So cool little item. And if you know Swiss Army or Victorinox, you know they make great items, I should say, Victorinox. 3 more items here. We've got 2 from Schrade. These are their Keychain Pry Tools. This is the one that I've carried around for quite a while. So bottle opener, pry, strap cutter. Definitely want to sharpen that when you get it. Mine was not very sharp. Wrenches here. You can use those as flathead screwdrivers as well. This one here looks like a fish. You can see metric here, and then standard for your wrench sizes. Another one there. You've got a flat side here that you can use for prying. You could also use it depending on the size of the head of the screw. You could use it for a flathead screw, bottle opener, and strap cutter there as well. This one is definitely more streamlined than this one. This one's a little bit bigger, so just be aware of that. It's kind of cool looking though. And this other one here, I actually carried for quite a while. This is the Swiss Tech utili-key, and actually had a friend open this up, and she was like, "What's this?" And she cut herself with it. So you got to be careful because the blade is pretty sharp. You can tell. I mean, it's pretty grimy. I haven't used it in a while, but this is definitely has been used in the past. Flathead screwdriver or Phillips screwdriver, flathead. Another tiny little flathead, which is actually good for fixing eyeglasses. I found serrated blade, straight edge. And I think that's pretty much it. What you do is you put a key ring in there and then close this up, and now it's attached to your keys. I never had it pop open, so I never had it unintentionally just open up on me and, you know, cause any issues. All right, drink from a fire hydrant, guys. This is the quick rundown of how many, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 different items in a very short amount of time. But just want to let you know what's out there as far as keychain tools. Let me tell you the ones that I've used the most and I've liked. This one I have probably used the most and liked the most. The Shard would be second, and then probably this is the one, one of the Shard Keychain Pry Tools that has been on my keys the most. I haven't used it a ton. As far as multi-tools or, you know, things like the Victorinox and then these two guys, I would choose the Victorinox. Lightweight and nice to have around, nice to have an extra blade. There you go. As I always say at the end of these videos, what keychain tools have you used? What keychain tools have you liked? Have you not liked? Spread the word. I just got this one. I don't want to talk about it a ton because I haven't tested it out at all, but this is the Crkt Vive, and this is a Liangma design, and we'll try that one out too. So yeah, thanks for checking out the video, and take care. We'll talk to you soon.